I have a wonderful Thanksgiving craft for us to make. You will need to have a clean glass jar, a measure cup, some dried popping corn, some dried peas, and some dried kidney beans. Now, we usually buy dried peas and dried kidney beans when we're making soup, and then boiling the water helps the beans to get soft. If you don't have dried kidney beans and dried peas at home, maybe you could use raisins, peanuts for your Thanksgiving craft. So don't have Mommy go out and find dried peas and dried kidney beans if she doesn't have to. There are lots of other dried foods around your kitchen. This Thanksgiving centerpiece is going to be for the middle of your table, and the top of it will have an electric tea light. Don't use a real candle and light it, please. An electric tea light that you can turn on and it will glow in the dark. And when I look at this jar, I'm reminded of how our farmers grow wonderful crops for us to have corn and peas and beans. We're so lucky and so thankful to live in a country where there is lots of food grown. The first thing you'll do is take your measure cup, pour in 1 cup of dried corn, pour it in to the jar, and then take your next ingredient, pour in 1 cup of peas or 1 cup of raisins or 1 cup of peanuts, and layer it into the jar. Now, you know what? That looks like you want your layers to be even, so you might not need to use a whole cup, and you can even pour a little bit out. There, that looks pretty even, and that gives me room to put in my last ingredient. Okay, so you want to make that right up to the top. And you know, if you have a bigger glass jar, you could use that and maybe try 1.5 cups or 2 cups of each ingredient. There, now you can see my 3 different layers. And to make it look even prettier, you can take some ribbon. Now I have some raffia here. I don't know whether Mommy might have that in her bag of supplies, but you can take ribbon and tie it around so that it looks pretty for Thanksgiving. And then you can put your candle on top. And this can go in the middle of your Thanksgiving table. How great is that? We have some other things to think about to round off our program. There is a really neat song that you can link into called, and it's right here, Lord, I Thank You. And the lyrics are on the bottom of the song, and you can sing along. It's really a great Thanksgiving song, and it's got the word gratitude in it, giving thanks, and attitude, how we think. Also, I have some Thanksgiving graces for you and Mom to look up online. Maybe you can learn one of them and you can say grace at the Thanksgiving table. thanking God for all good things. And you know what? It's kind of nice to have some things to color or some things to make for Thanksgiving. You probably have already done this at school, but if you have Mom help you look up the links, there's lots of things you can run off for activities. Maybe you can even color a neat Thanksgiving picture for Grandma. So glad to be with you for this program. Happy birthday to all the people in Messy Church who have October birthdays. Look for us online November the 13th, where we're going to talk about peace and joy, because you know what's coming in December. And also, let's think about giving God thanks every day, not just at Thanksgiving.